Our elected officials are starting to speak out about what is happening here. Yesterday, we had Boehner calling out Washington for refusing to tell the American people the truth about Benghazi, the IRS, Fast and Furious. Well, today it was Senator Jeff Sessions who was going after Eric Holder and VP Joe Biden for their pro-amnesty stance.
Attorney General Holder and Cecilia Munoz, who's the president's chief director, policy person on immigration, who used to be with La Raza, they've described amnesty as a civil right. So you come into the country illegally, and the Attorney General of the United States declares that these individuals have a civil right to amnesty.
Sessions also said that Americans need to stand up to this deliberate plan by the President of the United States to collapse the nation's law enforcement system regarding illegal immigration. Indeed, and he isn't the only person who is speaking out. We also have Cheryl Atkinson. She was a longtime investigative reporter for CBS News, and then she left there when she continued to be stonewalled for her investigative reports on Obama. Anytime she would get a little too deep into any of his scandals, she would be pulled off. Well, she had this to say about the deliberate influence on our country.
Broadly, there are overarching concerns about, I would say, just fear over original investigative reporting. There is unprecedented, I believe, influence on the media, not just the news, but the images you see everywhere, by well-orchestrated and well-financed campaigns of special interests, political interests, and corporations. And I think all of that comes into play.
So this is all unprecedented. We are beginning to see the bricks fall in the wall of propaganda, and it is up to all of us to continue pushing and knock it all the way down.
The globalists have controlled the mainstream media for a long time, but now they're expanding, making the weaponization even more vicious and deceptive. All the major networks are state-run.
We are partnering this year with the NFL.
The NFL has become a political weapon against the Second Amendment and pushes Obamacare. MSNBC tells us that our children belong to the state.
We have to break through our kind of private idea that kids belong to their parents or kids belong to their families and recognize that kids belong to whole communities.
The brainwashing media machine has been turned up on high, and it's time for humanity to double down on the true people's media and strike back against the tyrants that are destroying our civilization with their lies and fraud. We are the resistance. You are the resistance. You are the info war. It is more important than ever to realize that we are not the alternative media. We are the true media. The establishment dinosaur press is dying.
We are in an information war, and we are losing that war.
Join us at InfoWarsNews.com and PrisonPlanet.tv. Members can share their memberships with up to 11 people. By subscribing, you will literally be buying war bonds in the info war to expand our operation in the face of the tyrants. Join us at PrisonPlanet.tv.